Welcome back, guys. It is David from the Blurred HQ. And today was our holiday. It was Free Comic Book Day 2014. And I have to say, it was a pretty good Free Comic Book Day. So, all you guys um, who celebrated today and went out to your favorite local comic book store and participated, please comment on the video and tell me what you got, tell me what you liked, and not just about the free comics that they gave away today, just about what you did, if you dressed up, what your particular store did, and ten, the first 10 people to comment on this video. I have a new project. If you if you listen to any of my shows before, you know I've been crafting a little bit, and so I'm just trying to get people's feedback. So it's totally cool if you you don't if you don't do it, but I would like you guys to just to let me know how I'm doing. I have been making little. I don't know if you can see that from the. Yeah, you can. You can see it. That is what a bottle cap magnet. And I've been making those with the whole Mod Podge and Dimensional Master thing. So the first 10 people who comment, it'll be totally random. You might get anything. It's either that style, it'll be a bottle cap one, or a small ceramic towel one that I've done, and as a magnet. So the first 10 people who comment on this video, I'll contact you, and you can get me your information, and I'll send you out a free magnet. How about that? In honor of Free Comic Book Day, that's what you guys will be getting from the Blurred HQ here on YouTube, and our website, theblurredhq.blogspot.com. But back to the matter at hand. Free Comic Book Day. So I went out early this morning. I was so sleepy because I worked a lot yesterday, but I went out early this morning. I always get there just at the right time, where I'm like at the beginning, like the 1/3 part of the line at the beginning. So because when I finally left the first store I went to today, it was complete chaos. I mean, complete chaos. I couldn't believe that was that many people, which it was good because there was more people there this year than was there last year, so it's growing every year. But like I said, I went to 4 different stores. Everybody was doing somewhat. 2 stores were doing it really, really big. One store doesn't really participate as in the comic books that they offer for Free Comic Book Day, but he does his own thing, has some great sales, and I'm going to show you that stuff as well. I actually won a contest, well, really not a contest, a drawing today, and hopefully I'll win another drawing from my main comic book store. Got some Hero Clicks. I'll show you those to you as well. And let's just begin. I haven't read anything yet, but I'm going to eventually. The first was the one that I was probably the most, and I was mostly anticipated to get. I said that totally wrong, but that's okay. I was the most anticipated to get was The Future's End, DC Comics, set in the Batman. What's it? It's the Batman, the other guy. I can't think of his name for some reason. I'm tired. So you guys know who. You can put it in the comments. Batman Beyond universe. There you go. Number 0, and that's going to kick off something in a story arc in the DC universe. Then, of course, which is a favorite for a lot of people, was Rocket Raccoon. I heard a lot of people talking about this, and I wasn't going to get it at first, but on one of my subsequent visits to one of the other stores, it was there, so I grabbed it. So I got Rocket Raccoon, number 1, and of course, the obligatory Guardians of the Galaxy, which we know is coming out on, I heard August the 1st, but I think it's August the 23rd, but it's coming out in August this summer, and it also has Rocket Raccoon inside. And this at the first store, you got a total of five. If you went to all of the artists and vendors and had them sign a little card, you get to go back to where they had the free comic books offered, and you get to pick out a fifth comic. But not no, you didn't get to pick out last year. You did, but this year they gave you one, which was the Transformers GI Joe, which it was something I wasn't going to pick up, but I got stuck with it anyhow. But that's okay. Um, Transformers versus GI Joe. Then this is I was interested in from Image. I hope this kicks off a really good series with Rise of the Magi, number zero, Die Witches. So anything with witches really interests me. So that should be good. And then Hip Hop Family Tree 2-in-1. Um, I've seen this. Now, I went to the website. It is a mature reader comic book, so if you have kids in your life, don't let them read this one. But I'm going to read it eventually. I want to read some of these tonight before I go to bed, after I get done talking to you guys. And then another one that I was waiting to get was V Wars from IDW. I was interested to see this. This is kind of a new age vampire story, so and it's going to kick off a series as well. And of course, you get the previews. I want to read this because I'm going to take this to work with me tomorrow so I can read it. Previewsworld.com, just to show, is asking what's at comic shops. Learn how to use the previews and pre-order from your comic shop and discover the magic of collecting comics. So I think that'll be interesting as well. And then Bongo. I remember last year. Remember the Bongo comic on the reverse side? Like this one has a reverse. It has two different pictures. That's Futurama, of course. And last year, they had all the Futurama cast as superheroes, and I thought that I loved that. And I think I found my 2013 free comic book day comics, and my nephew accidentally grabbed two of these. I was gonna get Teen Titans Go, but since he had an extra one, he gave his uncle. Uh, he gave his uncle one. So, Teen Titans Go, Intrinsic. This is the one they were saying is like kind of Buffy the Vampire Slayer ish. So I can't wait to read this series by Arcana Comics. And then Raising the Reader. I've been wanting to get into more comics in the classroom as a business opportunity here in my city. So I'm going to read that and see how comics and graphic novels can help your kids read and maybe kind of turn that into a business opportunity. So we'll see. We'll see. And then this guy right here, which I haven't opened yet, it was four comics in one. So why not get four more, right? And I'm sure they're pretty small, but hey, there are four more comics, so let's see what they are. Giant size action Tesla. None of these that I've heard of. I haven't heard of any of these, so I won't be just as surprised as you when you're reading. If you got this, The First Daughter, Giant Size by Red Giant Entertainment. This all looks very interesting to me. Like I said, I didn't know. I didn't do any research on this book. And on the back of this, there's actually two. Magica, which seems interesting. On the back of the other one's Wayward Sons. That looks hot. Oh, so I'm going to be reading for days, right? Then we have, this one's upside down. Two of these are upside down. Let's see what we got here. Pandora's Pandora's Blog. Now that sounds interesting. And I did see this Dual Identity. A lot of stuff to read. How about I get through all this? Giant Size Thrills, Darkon. I've seen this too. It's like kind of a magic deal going on. And then we got Shadow Children, which looks very, very, very evil. And then Street Fighter. I wasn't gonna pick this up, but one of the guys just kind of stuffed it in my hands. I'll take this. You'll like it. I'm like, I really didn't play Street Fighter as a kid. Of course, you know, not that big of a deal, but hey, I have it. And this was one of the books. I don't know what year this is from. It was one of the years I obviously didn't participate, but this is Hopeless Savages. So I have to do some research on this to see if it's actually a series. I really haven't looked in it. And black and white, good artwork. But I got that at the store that was participating but not participating. And then I just love the artwork on this one. This is it kind of just struck me as like, oh, that's kind of neat. You need to grab that, David. So I did. It's Ronin Hood, and it's like a Robin Day. When I spoke to the comic book owner, store owner, he said it's kind of a Robin Hood with a Japanese twist on it. So that's Ronin Hood, the samurai. Again, it was a free comic book day from. I don't. Well, I guess I can check it out. What year this is doesn't say, guys. Doesn't matter. Beckett Comics. And then this was my cousin's in this one. Chris Bailey from the Bailey Bot. He is in this one. That's him on. You can see that on the cover. He's on the right. Pretty cool. I love Chris's artwork. Very, very cool stuff. A nice little story called Double Feature. So kind of a zombie horror thing. And then they're all local artists, and there's all the guys in the back. And another good one. And now, here's the last one, which only reason I got this, like, I'm going to pick up the Archie series just to see when Archie dies. That's not morbid. It's just the way I am. It's just the way that I kind of look at that. But if you guys have watched any of the videos, which I thank you for watching, I have been collecting the Afterlife with Archie series. So I think the next one comes out not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Can't wait for that. But the Archie Digest is always a staple of Free Comic Book Day. And then that's the art that I won. A guy named Corey Brown from, I had his card, Corey Brown from www.cbgraphics.com pulled my name out of the bucket. He's a really nice guy. I've been giving him a hard time since our PopCon convention because I wanted this book. This was a sketchbook, and he did the art. And if you remember Ren and Stimpy, this is Wonder Woman number 19 from the New 52 series, and he has Stimpy as Wonder Woman on the front, and Stimpy says, "I'm here to do what?" So I thought that was funny. So Corey Brown did the artwork here, and he gave me a great deal on it, so I was happy to buy that from him. And then this was a contest he was having, just a draw to come talk to him at his table, which I was giving him a hard time. And I told him, I should have played a little lottery deck. I said, you might as well go and give it to me because I won. I know I won. And so my nephew and I, we had left to go to a different store. He said, well, I'm going to draw. And as soon as we walked out the door, he calls. He's like, David? I was like, yes. He's like, you won the contest. I'm like, no way, dude. So I thought that was super, super cool. He's a super, super nice guy, great artist. Hope to see more from him in the future. I'm trying to find somewhere to put all this stuff because I have so much of it. And then that was all the free stuff. Then, let's do all the comic book day stuff. So I've been dying to open this. Every year, from what I understand, Free Comic Book Day offers a HeroClix. So this year was Batman Arkham Origins Quick Start Kit HeroClix. And I was like, and my friend, another person, I give everybody a hard time, Roger at Comic Quest in Evansville, Indiana. He could always give him a hard time for not helping with the HeroClix. And when he see me, he's like, we have exclusive Free Comic Book Day set of HeroClix for $4.99. You need to go check them up. They're out by the register. And I'm like, oh, you serious? And he's like, yeah, I'm so serious. So I got those just to, so you can see them better, just to give them that business because I do like going to that store. So there is can you see that? there's the cover, the Arkham Asylum cover. That's the Arkham Asylum, Arkham Origins. And then this HeroClix features Batman and the Joker. So you get both Batman and the Joker. Pretty cool. Like that a lot. I'll be using Batman in my next HeroClix battle. And also, I've never had the Joker anything. I did look for some graphic novels because everything was 50% off, but I did get the coupon that I'm going to save so I can use it another time. And there is our Joker, HeroClix. Artwork again is just amazing. Only thing I've gotten from the Batman Arkham Origins is Firefly, and he was right there. I'll put him somewhere. And so you also get each of the player cards, which they're in here, and number one, number two, of course, Batman and the Joker. If you play HeroClix, you know what those are, and of course the instructions. You don't need to see that, and then you get a little map, which is probably like my I don't know. It's the thin map. I've seen bigger ones, similar to the map that I already have actually, except it's in a building. This looks like it's out. I'm not gonna pull it all out. This is like out on the street. So very very cool. So I got those here. So I bought those because they were free comic book day exclusives, and then I did get one more, and this was another Batman, and this was actually one of my stores that I went to. Another one that I frequent a lot, and I can't open it. Watch my camera go flying, and I'll be mad. One of my stores, yeah, I'm not that strong, but I was trying to not to make my camera shake. Was offering free HeroClix, and I got the last one. And this is another, and this Batman is really, really. Can you guys see that? This Batman is really, really, really cool. When special limited edition figures in a HeroClix tournament, there's not a card. So I guess you just play with him solo, or maybe you can use the. This looks like Batman from the animated series. I'm not sure. Only 53 points, so not very much as in points there. But hey, it was free. I got the last one, so I got another HeroClix to add to the HeroClix collection. And so that was all the free comic book day exclusive stuff, or I'm gonna say exclusive, specific stuff. Then you have the stores that have all these crazy sales, and I got a ton of books at 50% off. It was $1 book. I had this book before, but I damaged it. So this was in crazy good condition. All these books are in really good condition. And this was the Goblin Queen, the Inferno storyline, and I love the cover with Jean Grey and Madeline Pryor. And you remember in this issue, Madeline Pryor actually dies, and Jean Grey takes back the part of herself that the Phoenix entity took. So I'm a big Phoenix fan, and love that story, Inferno. And that was X Factor number 38. Haven't read this one, Astonishing X-Men number 36. Love the artwork. I just picked up stuff that looked interesting to me. I wasn't looking for anything specific other than the graphic novels that I couldn't find that I wanted, like The Killing Joke. They was all sold out, by the time I got to the place that said they had some. Anyhow, but Marvel, this is Marvel.com, number 36, Astonishing X-Men. Crazy great artwork. I love the Wolverine, of course, the White Queen, and Cyclops in the back. Had this issue, another one that I damaged. This is the preview before North Star. Here's in the middle. Married his boyfriend. Another good Astonishing X-Men number 50 issue. Uncanny X-Men, number 382. Enter the Lost Souls. Um, I now I, I have damaged so many comic books because I need to get in the practice of buying two, one to read and one to keep. This is one of the ones that I um, should have just kept in the bag and read it once and left it alone. But I love the story so much, especially this particular one, that I had to read it again. And this is the beginning of the new X Men when they had that series. Then two of three new X Men. And then I went back a little bit with the new Teen Titans. Love the artwork, and of course, George Perez is one of my favorite artists because he used to do the artwork for Wonder Woman during the George Perez days when Wonder Woman looked absolutely amazing. But it has the core group. You know, you have Beast Boy, Cyclops, Starfire, and Wonder Girl. Um, Never have seen this before, so again, another older one. Galactus, The Origin. I thought this was a really, really good get. 60 cents, so no telling how old this particular one is. Um, Never seen this. Superman and Wonder Woman, Whom Gods Destroy, Book 2, The Hunt. I picked this up just because Chris Claremont, of course, but because I'm reading the Superman and Wonder Woman collaborative New 52 comic right now. So haven't read it, but I will soon. See, I'm gonna be reading for days, right? And if you guys remember this, I've always been this before I even knew about the Jean Grey Phoenix. Remember Battle of the Planets when their plane turned into a phoenix? When it was ready to get busy. Loved this series. Loved it as a cartoon. Never had the comic book. It was so very 70s from Top Cow. I should have got the whole series because they had like 10 of them, but I was like, let me start with number one. He's having another sale tomorrow, so I may go back out there tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. And let's see. Young Avengers number one. And you know this is a Glad Media Award winner. I got this the other day from eBay, but remember they was all damaged. If you remember that video, I got 1 through 5. Got this for 50 cents. It's a number one in near mint condition. You know, I just had to have it because I have three of the 12. I think. I'm sorry, three of the last three Glad Media Awards outstanding comic books. I have the Kevin Keller. I told you the guys this the other day. Batwoman number 17, and now Young Avengers, which was this year's winner. And I couldn't I ordered. I'm sorry, I ordered and I already received Firestorm number 1 through 9. And I liked the story. It was a good story, but I didn't get number 10 or 11. Don't have that, but I did find number 12 from the New 52s. This was a good storyline. Number 13, just showcasing the arrow at the top, and number 14 and number 15, all from Free Comic Book Day, not New Comic Book Day, Free Comic Book Day. And I think that's it. I think that is it. And also, if somebody, um, the first person who says they want a copy of Futures End, I did have a second one, and you didn't get it on Free Comic Book Day, just say I want Futures End. Um, Subscribe to the channel, comment on the page. The very first one, this will not be chosen at random, you will get my extra copy of Futures End from Free Comic Book Day. And also, the first 10 who respond and subscribe, we'll say subscribe as well, to the channel, The Blurred HQ, and comment on the video saying I want a magnet. And it's going to be random. I'm going to give away 10 of these as well. Thank you guys so much. Happy Free Comic Book Day. It has finally came to an end. It was a great one. I hope you guys had a lot of fun. I know I did. On to Halloween Comic Fest, which comes in October, but there's a ton of cons and stuff between now and then. Go out, share some comic books with your friends, your family. You have a young person in your life. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you got on Free Comic Book Day today. And tomorrow May the 4th be with you. It is Star Wars Day, and a lot of the stores are doing things for Star Wars Day. Some of the sales are running through the whole weekend just for that particular reason. It's a perfect day to have your Star Wars and Free Comic Book Day this week. Check me out on Twitter at the 5 by 5 the number 5, BY5, or look me up on Instagram, one funny guy, the number 1, FUNNYGUY, and just say hey. Just say hey. Thank you guys for listening, and we'll see you next time. Good night.